Every one of us may define wealthiness in different perspectives. It may be through the amount of memories we share with the people we love, the knowledge that we have about anything under the sun. But this is not what Forbes is telling us. Today, we discover the world's top 10 richest people in 2022. Number 10 on the list is Steve Ballmer with $107 billion net worth. Steve Ballmer is the 30th employee of Microsoft, and because of his loyalty to the company, he became the CEO in 2000. This is after Bill Gates stepped down from the position of being the chairman. After being appointed as the new leader, Ballmer focused on innovative products like Xbox and Zoom, family of portable media players. With this strategy, the revenue of Microsoft increased by $45 billion, while its net income increased by 215%. However, after 14 years, he decided to retire from work, which shocked many people. This is because he is known as a leader who is very dedicated with his work and will never be burnt out. But just like other people, he has his reasons. Microsoft aims to have a new corporate strategy and Ballmer wants to see it from afar. This may sound sad, but Ballmer had his backup plan to ensure robust growth in his income. In the same year of this retirement from Microsoft, he acquired $2 billion of NBA's Los Angeles Clippers. 3 points for Ballmer for this smart move. Number 9 is Warren Buffett with a net worth of $108 billion. Warren Buffett is an American philanthropist and businessman who is known as the Oracle of Omaha. He is considered one of the most successful investors of the 20th century. What made him one of the wealthiest men in the world is his control over Berkshire Hathaway. As the head of Berkshire, he led its transition into a holding company which acquires troubled businesses and transforms them into adaptive and lucrative state. Through Buffett's leadership, the company currently has a market capitalization that exceeds $640 billion. As one of the wealthiest men in the world, you may think that he is living in some mansion, but Buffett lived in the same house since 1958. He is indeed open to investments. He actually first bought stock at the age of 11 and first filed taxes at 13. That is amazing, knowing that some 11 and 13 years old spend their time facing their personal computers to play video games. However, one of the most promising deeds by Buffett is his donations to Kids Foundation. So far, he has given more than $45 billion. Number 8 on the list, we have Sergey Brin with $120 billion net worth. Sergey Brin is an American computer scientist and entrepreneur who founded Google along with Larry Page. During 2014, he was declared as the youngest person to enter the Forbes list of the richest people in the world. Brin was bullied in school because of his thick Russian accent. He then begged his parents to transfer him to a different school. His parents built a good rapport with Patty Barchet, the school director, who became a mentor of Sergey. According to Barchet, Brin is a student of confidence, affection, and fascination with the subject mathematics. Going back to Google, Brin and Page initially created Google for scholarly research project to obtain their PhD's degrees. However, they noticed that the search engine became popular among Stanford students, which made them pursue its expansion. Right now, Google is one of the most successful companies in the world. Thanks to Brin's parents, Eugenia Brin, a former NASA scientist, mathematician, and economist Michael Brin, his career was highly influenced. Number 7 is Larry Ellison, with $122 billion net worth. Larry Ellison is an American businessman and entrepreneur who co-founded the Oracle Corporation. In 1977, Larry Ellison founded Oracle Corporation, the world's largest database management company. As a kid who did not have the advantage of life and had no exposures to computers, it is quite surprising that this man led this kind of corporation. Ellison became the company's chief executive officer until 2014. Although his company suffered from quality control procedures, cash flows, and decline in share price, Ellison and his management worked together to turn the tables around. The company got back on its feet through Oracle developing products that were compatible with World Wide Web technologies. It was also one of the company's genius strategies to become aggressive in buying rival software companies. Ellison almost gave up to the company, but here is Oracle, having an annual revenue of $22 billion to over $40 billion for the past decade. That is why Ellison is telling you that whenever you fail into something, you have to rise and remember why you started. You might be expecting the next one on the list. Number 6. Mark Zuckerberg with $123 billion net worth. It is given. People who go to Harvard are all intelligent, but Mark Zuckerberg is known to be the go-to computer programmer in the campus. During his sophomore year, he already developed two programs which are Course Match and Face Match. And just like these programs, Facebook was created in his dorm while still a student in Harvard University. It is difficult to find someone who does not know Facebook. Almost everyone uses this for entertainment, marketing, communication, and other activities. Facebook generates revenue through showing advertisements from advertisers within its Facebook and Instagram applications. In fact, advertising represented 98% of Facebook's revenue in 2020. With this, to give you another estimate of how rich Zuckerberg is, his net worth is greater than the gross domestic product or GDP of Jordan, Nicaragua, and Jamaica combined. Also, according to the data of Bureau of Labor Statistics, the annual earnings of a full-time median US worker is equivalent to Zuckerberg's earnings in less than 2 minutes. Just how cool is that? We are now down to the 5th, Larry Page, with $125 billion of net worth. Larry Page, together with Sergey Brin and the creators of the ever-famous online search engine Google. Google makes money through their advertising service, and advertisers pay Google whenever a visitor clicks on their advertisement. In fact, a single click costs a few cents to over $50, and in order to obtain the top spot of Google advertisement, these advertisers have to outbid each other, meaning the highest the bid, the more likely your advertisements will be seen by visitors. On the other hand, with low bids, your advertisements may not be displayed. Enough with Google's measures and going back to Page. He stepped down as the CEO of Alphabet, the parent of Google, in December 2019. However, he remains as one of the board members. Page has more things to be proud of aside from Google. In 2002, he is declared as a World Economic Forum Global Leader for Tomorrow in 2022. In 2004, he and Brin were elected as Fellows of the Marconi Foundation at Columbia University. And in 2008, he received the Communication Award from King Felipe at the Princess of Asturias Awards on behalf of Google. Number 4, we have Bill Gates with $138 billion net worth. Back in 7th grade, Gates was first exposed to computers at Lakeside Private School. Students were given free access, and Gates took this opportunity to discover and learn about technology. Gates also met Paul Allen, his business partner in Lakeside. They both spent their time learning how to program, and the rest is history for the creation of Microsoft, one of the most valuable companies in the world. Bill Gates owned 49% of the company during 1986, which made it easier for him to become a millionaire. However, he sold almost everything, leaving him 1% of the shares today. At the age of 39, he became the world's richest person, thanks to 50 books that he read every year, which makes him sharp and clever. In 2000, he stepped down as a CEO of Microsoft, and today he runs one of the world's biggest nonprofits with his wife. Next on the list is Jeff Bezos with $195 billion net worth. Jeff Bezos is the founder of Amazon Incorporated. Through innovative technologies and practices, this company became successful. Of course, through Bezos' leadership, he became a billionaire in 1998 when Amazon went public and operated as an online bookseller. During that year, the average share price of Amazon was $7.47 compared to $3,487.40 worth of shares on 2021. Apart from Amazon, Bezos is also the owner of the Washington Post and the founder of Blue Origin. These successful businesses contributed to his recognition as one of the richest people in the world. It seems like doing business is very natural with Bezos. He actually launched his first business when he was in high school. He called it Dream Institute, an educational summer camp for 4 to 6 graders. Surely, having some coffee and talking about business is so ideal for entrepreneurs and business-minded people. For number 2, we have Bernard Arnault with $198 billion net worth. Bernard Arnault is the founder, chair, and CEO of LVMH or Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. LVMH owns about 75 luxury brands such as Fendi, Christian Dior, and Louis Vuitton. He has a total of 47.5% ownership to the luxury group. Due to the pandemic, revenues of the company certainly flourished, especially in Asia and the United States. This made Arnault's income increase by 40% in 2021. Despite huge revenues, Arnault did not stop from searching for other ways to accumulate wealth. He continued to acquire other luxury brands such as Fendi, La Samaritaine, Bulgari, and Tiffany & Co. He is considered the richest people in France and commits to this title through helping in maintaining the French history. In fact, just like other successful business people, he pledged 200 million euros for the repairs of Notre Dame Cathedral when it was heavily damaged by fire. Moving forward, Arnault is an avid tennis fan. His tennis idol is Roger Federer, and he even got the chance to have a game with him with a score of 6-0 in favor of Federer. Looks like you need to practice more, Arnault. Last but definitely not the least is Elon Musk, with $283 billion of net worth. Unlike other famous billionaires today, Elon Musk made money differently. Others would stick to one good idea, but Musk had plenty of good ones. Others are also keeping it clever but safe. On the other hand, Musk engaged with the risky ones but ensured those to become spectacular. At the age of 10, he became exposed with programming, and at the age of 12, he was able to create a video game that he coded by himself. He managed to get $500 after selling it to a personal computer publication and office technology. So, what did Elon Musk do to become the richest man in the world for 2022? Elon Musk founded Tesla in 2003. Even though Tesla produces fewer vehicles than Ford and GM, its valuation remains many times higher than these brands. Accordingly, the stock price of Tesla reached a market capitalization of over $1 million. Elon Musk also founded SpaceX, PayPal, Zip2, and the Boring Corporation. Without a surprise, he also received many awards. In 2010, he was included as one of the 75 most influential people of the 21st century. In May 2017, Musk was awarded the Oslo Business for Peace Award. In 2020, Musk was awarded the Axel Springer Award. In 2021, Time magazine named Musk Person of the Year. Apart from the similarity of these people with their high net worth, another certain similarity is that they did not get there easy as ABC. They don't generate these revenues overnight. It requires consistent actions that are done for years and decades. But what you reap is what you sow. And these people reap hard work and efficient strategies. Well, I think that would be all for the top 10 richest people in the world for 2022. As always, this has been the Luxe Luxury channel. I hope you got a thing or two. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel to be updated for the next luxurious videos.